Who says Christmas trees have to be green? Why not make a fall tree just in a Christmas tree shape, and that carries you all the way through the holidays? Watch and see how I did it. So you really never know what you're going to find on Facebook Marketplace. I stumbled on this listing for um, glass scraps, and this is from someone who does um, like blown glass and stained glass. I think it looks like maybe there are some stained glass pieces as well as pieces from blown glass projects that just didn't work out. So I got this, and I got this tub of awesome blue and green pieces. So I've separated out the orange and red from the blue and the yellow, or the blue and the green. Normally what I would do is take this outside and use my little crusher jig to crush them, but I don't want to break this up into really fine bits. Oh, looks like there's some sea glass in here. So I'm going to use my nippers. These are wheeled nippers that I got on Amazon. They were really cheap. They actually come with the wheeled nippers as well as the these nippers. I don't know what these are called, but I like to use the wheeled nippers. It's not real sharp, and I'm just going to nip these into smaller bits, a little bit chunkier than what I would normally use in like a crushed glass Christmas tree. So I'm just going to nip it into smaller chunks. And I'm not really concerned right now about the shape. Okay, I'm just doing chunky pieces. Different sizes. Boy, that's a thick piece. Let's see if that'll cut it. It does take a little bit of practice to use the nippers if you're trying to cut shapes or, specific patterns, but if you're just cutting pieces, it's not hard at all. I don't think I can cut that one. Probably not. That's a no. Oh, this is really, really pretty. Okay, I know this probably would make a nice pumpkin, but that's just not my jam. I want to make a Christmas tree because that is my jam. So I might have enough to make two, but I'm just going to make one right now. And I've got a paint stick. I want to leave enough space at the bottom for a little trunk. I may end up using a cork, maybe, or a small piece of driftwood, but I need a star too. So I'm going to use this star. It might be a little bit too big. I get a lot of comments about handling the glass by hand. Maybe not so much comments, but a lot of criticism about handling the glass by hand. But honestly, if it were sharp, I would be cutting my hands every single time I handle it. But I don't, because as long as like, if you're not going to take a piece of glass, this is not sharp. You're not going to take a piece of glass and like run it over your hand or grab it. But even if I do that, I'm not cutting myself. So, if you want to wear gloves, like if you're really, really concerned about the glass cutting your hands, then by all means, please do wear gloves. But I don't cut myself, so really I'm very fine, but thank you for your concern. Okay, so I kind of like that. That is kind of cool. That is kind of cool. And I think the star is fine. I think this one's fine. Let me see if I can make another one. This one's good. This is just a piece of pine shelving board that I had in the scrap pile that I sanded smooth, and I just painted real quick with like a whitewash. This is a fence picket that I got in the scrap pile somewhere. It is also painted and sanded. You seal your wood before you put resin on it. Whether you use paint or Mod Podge or polyacrylic, whatever, it does protect the wood so that the resin doesn't seep in and turn it dark. Okay, so let's see if I have another one. I'm going to leave a little space for a trunk. And I'm going to go ahead and find a star. What's this guy? So I'm not really concerned about having perfectly straight edges because I kind of like the organicness of sort of a rough edge. May not have enough. A little bit of dust there. All right. I think that'll be fine though. Because what I can do here on this one, I can just have a really long trunk. Probably borrow a few from this one maybe. Maybe just tighten that one up. I think that one is fine. And this one I'm going to try to just spread this glass out so it's not so thick. Okay, I think that is fine. But I don't think I like that star. I'm going to switch it out.
My GoPro is being very glitchy today, and I didn't get video of the whole segment mixing the resin and putting it on the trays. But I mixed up 100 milliliters for the 2 trays, so the glass would be completely covered. And I'm using the Let's Resin Fast Cure for this. When I put the resin on the glass, I start at the top and work my way down. That way I don't miss any spots.
Some resin. And y'all, I have so much resin on these trays that it almost looks like fused glass. I'm not kidding. Really cool. You know, I do not like to waste resin. Okay, so I'm going to turn my cup upside down because I've been collecting the little drips. And I'm going to wipe my stick off to use again. Okay, now I do have drips. So I'm just going to take my paper towel and wipe it off. And because my wood is sealed, I'm not going to stain the wood. And put a little bit of alcohol on there if you want. So you can just wipe it right off. And it just wipes right up. Just like that. I don't think I like this right here. So see, this resin is really thick and it's not going to go anywhere.
Oh, so many camera issues today. My GoPro was missing a software update, I think, and kept shutting down. But at least you got to see the most important parts, and hopefully you learned something. So I had a lot of fun making this. I still have some glass left over from my marketplace find, so I need to be making a couple more trees. But that's it for today, and hope you have a crafty day. Bye, friends.